Hello world, it is Sheila, and today's video is going to be about the 4 human needs. So Tony Robbins, if you don't know who Tony Robbins is, have you been living under a rock for the last 20 years? You'll find him on YouTube. He's the man with the big teeth, and he is cranked up to 100, volume 100. I mean, you cannot get any more extroverted than Tony Robbins. I mean, his energy level. I mean, I wonder if he sits and dances in his sleep. So he talks about the 4 core human needs in life, and we all need those 4 core needs, but there's one that stands out the most for each person. And for the DI, which in OPS, objective personality, the introverted decider, which is TI or FI, it is significance. That core human need is significance. And that has been my theme for my whole life. I've looked back on this little journey on personalities road that I'm taking, and I'm kind of look back and start analyzing, and that's not my go-to. I'm not one to think about the past, hardly ever. One, I barely remember the past. I mean, did stuff even happen? I don't know. Oh no, I'm getting dark. And so I don't think about the past, but because of this little journey, I have to go back, and I'm looking in my archives, and I'm thinking significance. Oh my goodness. Everything weaved throughout my whole life is me needing to feel significant from the tribe. Because I know who I am. I have always known what makes Sheila tick, what I love, what I hate, what I want, what I don't want, where I see myself, who I want to be around, what I want to be. I mean, those are just, it's like breathing for me. And I'm always so amazed when I'm learning all these different personalities that there's some people who don't have that innate knowledge. I'm like, what? You don't know your identity? How do you not know it? How do you not know it down to the minuscule little fiber that you are? I mean, all those little spider webs in me, I know every little nook and cranny of myself, and it's just easy peasy. And so, looking back at friendships and relationships, that has been my core desire. I'm like, I need those people that I want to surround myself with to acknowledge what I already know in myself. That's asking a lot, I think, but it's possible. And so the people that are way too much work for me, that are like high maintenance, that their friendship's just too much work, I will not put that time and effort into it. I just won't. If something doesn't come naturally and easily to me, friendship-wise, people-wise, I just keep on walking. Is that bad? Maybe. Have I lost out on some friendships that could have been really great? Maybe. I doubt it. I'm pretty quick to judge somebody, and not in the sense of judging them like, oh, I know who they are. Not like that. But just, I know, is that what I want out of this person? Is that who I want to spend my time and energy with? And people usually show their true colors pretty quickly in a relationship, especially if you're paying attention, and I do. I mean, I am very hyper aware and paying attention to people's words, their actions, their body language. I mean, and I just get a sense of somebody so quickly, and maybe I jump the gun, maybe I don't, but yeah, I will know, and I'll just like, no. And so I have jumped from friendships to friendships over the years, and different relationships, because I wasn't being acknowledged for who I was, who I knew I was, that they were projecting their thoughts, their feelings onto me, and that is the worst thing you could do for me. You're like, do not tell me what I should think, what I should feel, or what I should do. I mean, no, there's nothing worse than somebody projecting themselves onto me. I mean, it is just like nails on a chalkboard. And probably because I would never do that to somebody else. I never would say, you need to change, you need to do this, you need to do that. I don't think those words have ever come out of my mouth. I don't know. I mean, yes, I tell my husband, you need to take out the garbage, you need to do this, but those are chores. It's not like a identity thing. I would never tell somebody to change their identity. And I don't think people can change their identity, their core identity. Yes, we all are evolving as humans. You know, I'm not the same person I was 20 years ago, and I hope I'm not the same person in 20 years. But that core, I don't think really changes. There's little things that might change. You know, I might be, you know, a marathon runner in 20 years. Highly doubt it. But yeah, I don't know. I guess people could change, but I'm not going to sit around and wait for it. I'm not going to sit around and deal with the heartache and watching the train wreck. I'm just not. I'd rather focus my attention on non-train wreck topics. And so being significant for DI is my core human need, and that is blatant. So if you look at his videos, there's the significant for the DI, there is kind of like the freedom. I was gonna write these down. I'm like, oh, I have a little notebook, I'll write it down. And then I couldn't find a pen. Because I do not plan for any of these videos. I'm like, oh, I have a few minutes, let's chat about something, and I'm just press go, and that's the way I roll. So now I can't remember because my memories stink. I just looked at the 4 and I can't remember other than mine. And my second function being OE, which is extroverted observer, which is either SE or NE, and I'm SE. The other big core human need is freedom, to not be controlled, to have, like, to be able to just keep gathering new, things. And that's me. I have very much the EP mentality. I'm like, don't control me, bro. Don't put me in a box. Don't tell me what to do. Nobody puts baby in the corner. I mean, very much so. It's like more nails on a chalkboard when somebody wants to control my thoughts or my or think they know something better for me. Like, ooh, heck no. So yeah. So find some Tony Robbins videos, and that might help narrow down your type, because the 4 core human needs correlate with the DI, the DE, the OI, and the OE, which you probably don't know a lot of OPS lingo, sorry. Well, if you watch Dave's Superpowers too. So DI is the introverted decider, DE is the extroverted decider, FETE, and OE is the extroverted observer, which is SENE, and the what's the other one? introverted observer, SINI. And yeah, you'll be able to maybe figure out your type a little bit more. All right. Have a wonderful day, guys. See ya.